London Cricket Club have attempted a new world record this weekend by staging the longest continuous cricket match. Local news TV are here to see how they have got on. I suppose that's been quite hard to make sure the video clock is working, the video's working, the clock is working. I suppose that's been quite a lot of hard work as well.
Well, unfortunately, that's the world we live in. I think if you're going for a world record and it is under the auspices of the Guinness Book of Records, the requirements are mind-boggling, really. So yes, the whole infrastructure for the weekend was extremely complicated, and the fact that it's worked well, almost without a hitch, I think is testimony to a very large team effort.
And also the effort by the players during the night, and also those helping. It must have been very difficult in the sort of at 2 o'clock in the morning and 3 o'clock in the morning times, wasn't it?
Well, indeed. I mean, one of the other important things is that a lot of those who've taken part are in fact youngsters. I mean, we've got a number, dare I say it, who should be in school tomorrow. Whether they are, I'm not so sure. But we've got probably half the youngsters out there playing are under 21. So. You know, they've needed an awful lot of stamina to get through. Dare I say it, better them than me.
The target is £40,000 to extend the pavilion and improve the facilities so that we can meet the requirements for next year's cricketing in this club. We need to improve the kitchen area, the showers and the facilities for officials.
Obviously the club has grown a lot in recent years, and I believe you have a very thriving youth section, and obviously they will benefit from the improvements.
Yeah, it's a requirement for the youth section to have these facilities, and we have at the moment about 100 youngsters that we train in cricket, and we've got 3 or 4 teams running throughout the summer.
And I've been surprised how much coverage we've had on Look East and on Anglia Television. And I mean, the fact, if you look at the number of people here now, I mean, I was down here at about 11 o'clock last night, and there must have been 1,000 people here then. So I think the fact that there's been a lot of people around most of the time has actually been an incentive for the youngsters to keep them going, because that gives them that gets the adrenaline going to see lots of people here supporting.
And finally, it must have been very special to have someone like Mike Gatting, who's a former England Test batsman and on a high position at the English Cricket Board, to be here on Friday.
Indeed, it was very good that he did come. I mean, he signed lots of memorabilia, which we will auction at our big auction next Saturday night, which is again a follow-up to this event. So it's not all over yet, so to speak.
I suppose feeling under floodlights was quite unique to start with, quite a good experience. But at the same time, when it was 5 degrees yesterday morning, and you're chasing the ball everywhere, it wasn't the most fun experience at the time.
How have you actually got on during the weekend? Have you sort of done a lot of bowling, or have you done a lot of batting?
I've had a few innings with the bat. I got a 60 odd for the first one. I've had a few bowls. I'm not renowned for it, but I got 3 wickets today in the last innings, which was always entertaining like one. That's all I can say.
And did you have to bat during the night?
I did. I'm actually colourblind, so I think seeing a white ball off a black background was a lot easier for me to see, so it could be the way forward. I suggest it.
And was that when you got your highest score?
It was actually, yeah, so it must be the way forward.
It's fantastic. The lads have done really well. They've worked so hard. I'm amazed that some of them are still walking. And it's been great the way the cricket club and the village have all pulled together to raise funds for what is really a much needed new pavilion.
Been very enjoyable for the whole amount of hours I've been playing.
And are you sort of amazed at how the players have managed to keep going for so long?
Yeah, I'd be exhausted after however long they've been playing.
London cricketers this weekend have played 59 hours of non-stop cricket. They have broken the British and world records by over 5 hours, and they've also raised over £15,000 for their new pavilion. This is Graham White reporting for Local News TV.